Alright, so in today's video, I want to talk about your plan, your strategy to navigate the first 12 months of your freight broker business. Because what we have to understand is that first 12 months will definitely come with some challenges. You're going to find out some things about yourself, and you're going to find out some things about your business. And you don't need to, just ignore those things. You need to pay attention to the message that the business is sending you. So I'm going to give you how I looked at my business within those first 12 months. What type of plan did I have and how I use that plan to get my business to where it is that I wanted to go. And I'm also going to have you take a look at your business to see whether or not it's a business that you want to continue to move forward with. Because what we definitely have to be aware of is that some businesses, even though we've done our due diligence and we've said, hey, this business marries up with my skill set, still sometimes you'll find out that business may not be the business for you. So I'm going to give you some idea of how I look at that, how I determine that in this video. So stay tuned. Alright, so before we get started, I want to cover a few preliminaries. If you would, make sure that you hit that like button, make the like button turn blue. Does a whole lot for my channel, helps me to get seen by a larger viewing audience, so I certainly would appreciate that. Also, hit that subscribe button if you want more videos like this, and then hit that notification bell and you'll be notified every time I release new videos. So now let's get into the business. So now I look at the first 12 months of your business as a discovery phase of your business, because what you're going to discover is a lot of things about yourself and a lot of things about your business. And then what you have to determine is, do I want to move forward with this business after 12 months have come? Why that's so important is because sometimes people will prolong the inevitable. They'll see that the business is not working. They're not putting the time into it. They're not putting the energy and effort to make it be what it is that they want to be. And that's for a reason. Whatever that reason is, you have to determine that. But if that's not happening, then you owe it to yourself and your family to say, hey, this is not working. I got to go in a different direction. So I would give a business 12 months to give it everything that I have within those 12 months. And then after that, I have to make a decision to go forward or to exit. That's my exit strategy. If I go into a business and it's not what I expect it to be, if it's a business that I don't see myself consistently making money in, if it's a business that I don't see scaling, after those 12 months, I have a decision to make. And how I make that decision is by the Quink method, K-W-I-N-K. I ask myself one question. I say to myself, okay, knowing what I now know, after 12 months have passed, if I had this decision to make again, would I say yes? And if I say yes, then I'm going to put my head down and take that business where I believe that it can go. If I say no, if I come to the conclusion that I don't think that this is a business for me, I'm going to cut my losses immediately. Because if you don't do that, you're just prolonging the pain. You're prolonging the financial burden. You're prolonging the unnecessary money that you're continuing to spend on that business and not putting the time into it. So you're just prolonging the inevitable. And that inevitable usually is you end up quitting. So in my opinion, it's better to take a look at that business after 12 months and make a decision. That way, you don't continue to spend unnecessary time, money, energy, and effort on something that you haven't committed to. Now, I don't mean for you to prematurely go out and give up on your business. What we're talking about doing here is making responsible decisions based on the information that we have, based on the previous 12 months, how that business has gone for those 12 months, what you know you have done and put into it, and what you've gotten out of it. If you see that and you say, you know what, it's not about me making a whole lot of money in the first year. I just need to know that this business is a business that I'm willing to grab by the horns and move forward. If so, go for it. If not, cut your losses. Because the one thing that you must know about a freight broker business is it's going to require your time. You have to spend the time that's necessary in order to win as a freight broker business owner. And I was spending 12 to 16 hours a day when I first started my business. And I think that was because I didn't know anything about the business. It was a new business, and I had to get an understanding of how it worked. And it required that I spend time in it. It's like, that's all that I was doing. was waking up to spend time in the business, to learn about it, to figure out how to earn money in that business, in the freight broker business. When you figure that part out, then to me, the rest comes easy. I can figure out then whether or not if it's something I want to do. If I know that I'm making money, and you know, I can see a path to consistently make money, then me personally, I'm going to deal with it until I do something else. You know, some people will look at that and say, okay, well, I got to make money, and it has to be something that I really enjoy doing. For me, enjoyment of what I'm doing is not necessarily a requirement. That's not a requirement for me to be able to enjoy what it is that I'm doing right away. I'm willing to go and do some things that I don't necessarily enjoy, you know, right now, so that I can do the things that I enjoy later on. You know, I think people get this passion thing mixed up. You know, I got to be so passionate about what it is that I'm doing. No, not really. You got to make money in what it is that you're doing. And then you can discover what your passion is after you've made some money. You'll hear gurus talk all the time, and they'll say, hey, you know what? You know, it's not about money. Don't chase the money. You know, chase, you know, your passion. And I get that, but I disagree with that. I'm not chasing, you know, what I like necessarily right now. I'm chasing what it is that I can earn money in. And then I'll discover what my passion is. Now, everybody doesn't look at it that way. Different strokes for different folks. You have to choose what you think is the best route for you. But my route is to figure out something that I can earn money in, and then I can build a business around that. All right, so that's what I wanted to share with you today. I hope this information has been helpful. If you're interested in learning more about the freight broker business, I'm going to leave a link in the description where you can sign up for my free 5-video series titled How the Load Movement Process Works. It'll give you an opportunity to take a look inside of my business, watch me move freight. That way you can get a look at how it goes before you actually take the plunge into the business. And if you've already started your freight broker business, but you don't quite know what to say, you're struggling to bring on customers, check out my free video titled, What Do I Say to Shippers? Until the next time, see you at the top, because the bottom is much too crowded.